do some editing first. Okay. Whew, thirsty. There we go. There we go. Set up monetization. My name is Simon. My dear is crying. Ah, boy. Okay. Let's get this thing fired up. Set up the monetization. Good. Good. And now I will go run to the bathroom real fast before we start this thing. And I'll be right back if anyone's on and watching. I don't even know yet. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to make a bathroom break before I got started. All right, let's get this thing started, right? Okie doke. So, let's get started. What are my orders tonight? Attacker, Faithful Warrior, and Warrior. So I got to play 2 more matches as a Samurai. We can do that. That's not a hard thing to do. Let's go. 2 matches as a Samurai. Hey everybody, how we doing? Again, Lark isn't here. Every Tuesday night, there's a meeting at the church which Lark attends. So he is gone until about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So I'm going to be doing this myself, which means I'm probably not going to check chat very often. Don't blame me, please. I will check it as often as I can, but mostly I'm just going to be gaming. Okay. The Hitakiri video made my spine tremble in fear, says Labaj. I'm glad you liked it. I'm actually very, very glad you liked it. I worked hard on that one. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, let's see. Who we got? I gotta go a samurai, right? Gotta do 2 samurai. 2 samurai. Let's go. Well, since I just did a video about her, let's go Hitakiri. Let's go my Hitakiri girl. So if you haven't seen my new video, it just dropped, I think, about 2 hours ago. It was on Kiku, the Hitakiri, and I hope you liked it. I worked very hard on that one. It's shorter than most. Like, the story itself overall is shorter, but I thought that it turned out pretty well. Yeah, the crackly open mic. I'll mute it once I get going. Anyway. Evening, Raven. How are you tonight? Said Grimton. I'm doing okay. Thank you, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I was fighting them 2 for quite some time.
Don't worry, I'll mute it. But yeah, I'm doing okay tonight. Little tired. It's been a rough last few days, guys. It has been a rough last few days. But I am getting ready for the big year reveal.
I gotta see.
Let's meet these guys, shall we? I think I did it. but just to make sure, we'll mute all of them. There. They're all muted. Let's go. I'll go to C. It looks like they could use the help. Not bad. And they're dead. And that is the power of Kiku. That's how we do. That's how we do in Hitakiri Town. Okay, so the question here, will you be getting Elden Ring? Okay, let me officially answer that question because I get it all the time, and I'm ready to answer it now, especially since it came up on the Discord fiasco thing. Let me go ahead and deal with that. Hold on, let me deal with this guy.
You captured Zone A.
Good moves. Orochi's just kind of hanging back, waiting for his moments. Yeah, I like that. And there's the Orochi emoting. Yeah, I beat him by hiding in the back behind a warmonger. I'm so good. Yeah, we're just so good, man. We're so strong. Thank you for basically bailing me out. Guys, that is cheap-ass Orochi playing right there. It is the equivalent of an Orochi saying, shit, I'm not good. Warmonger, do it for me, please. God, that was very poor playing. Not on my part. I feel bad for that Orochi. He's literally having to hide behind his betters. I remember when I was that way. Thank goodness I grew out of it.
You captured Zone
Anyway,
C.
so in answer to the question, will I be getting Elden Ring? Yes, I will eventually get Elden Ring. I don't want to just yet.
Lost Zone A.
Start running. Yeah, there it is.
Lost Zone
Oh my gosh. I don't hate him. He's a baby Orochi. He's hiding behind light spam and EI attacks. Alrighty. If that's the way it's gonna be, that's the way it's gonna be. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. Yes, I will eventually get Elden Ring. I just don't want to right now. This was what I said earlier in the Discord thing. For those of you who don't know the full Discord context, I will explain as best I can. In the Discord, I was playing Nioh 2 for a live stream. One of the folks in Discord, one Cars by name, laughed and said that feeling when Raven plays Nioh instead of Dark Souls or Elden Ring. And I said, I play Nioh instead of Elden Ring because, one, I'm not as big a fan of the Dark Souls series, which Elden Ring is mostly just. It's basically just a Dark Souls game. And two, because while Elden Ring might be good, it's currently in the middle of the hype train right now, which means it's going to have a lot of hype behind it. And I don't really want to play a game that is polluted by hype right now. Which is fine. Like that's just my prerogative. I don't want to play a game that is polluted by hype. What the heck? Yeah, thanks, teammate, you bag of dicks. I appreciate you. Frickin', why did you do that? Ugh, my teammate's trash. Okay. Okay. What's my score? 2 kills? Wow. Anyway, so I said that I don't want to play Elden Ring right now because the hype train, it's all about that hype right now. It's got a lot of hype for it. People are just gushing over how amazing this game is, and genuinely, I don't want to play it. Really? You little coward. And the emote spam to run off and go fight some more people. I hope you stick around, Orochi. I hope you stick around for the next round, because you're adorable. Anyway, I didn't want to play Elden Ring yet because of that hype. I wanted to sort of let it settle down, and then I'll try it. That's kind of my stance on it right now. Once it settles down, once things come kind of back to a normal place, then I might get it. I'll have more money in the bank then to be able to afford it, that kind of thing. Besides, I don't like playing games as soon as they come out as a general rule. So that's my stance on Elden Ring. I'm glad people enjoy it. I'm glad people think it's fun. It's just not something that I want to jump into just yet. That's my stance. Anyway, back to the chat. Kiku for the win. We lost. Come on. Raven Knight, do we need the old balanced armor stats back? I can see them being brought back. I'm not going to jump on that train one way or the other because I'm not really going to focus on the difference. Raven, are you going to make a legendary or warmonger? Of course I am. Of course I am. Quick question, are the Rogue, Warmonger, and For Honor and Glory would be a friend with Kiku? Probably. But then again, Kiku doesn't have a lot of friends. Hey, Reven, who would win in an arm wrestling match? Shugoki, Lawbringer, or Centurion? Probably Shugoki, because he has more weight behind him. Anyway. Furthermore, when it comes to Elden Ring and Dark Souls, would you like someone to help you understand the mechanics and answer all the questions? No, I want to learn it myself. But I'm just not a fan of Dark Souls. To me, I wasn't a fan of the way... The only Dark Souls game I played is Dark Souls 3. And I wasn't a big fan. I mean, the graphics were beautiful. The art was beautiful. I barely understood the lore. I barely understood what I was fighting for. Like, the story was confusing to me. And I know people were saying, you should play the first one then. I don't know. Because to me, I played Nioh 1 and 2, and I didn't need to know the plot of Nioh 1 to enjoy Nioh 2. You know? I played Assassin's Creed 2. I didn't need to know the plot of Assassin's Creed 1 to enjoy Assassin's Creed 2. You know, it's one of those things where I feel like no, you need to go back and you play them all in the right order. I don't feel you should be required to do that to enjoy the lore of a game. But anytime I jumped into Dark Souls 3, I was always like, wait, what's going on? How? Why? What? Where? For how many jelly beans? And so it very much confused me. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy it. I'm not saying it's not worth enjoying. In fact, I'm sure it's a fun game. For me, I didn't enjoy it as much, and that's personal. Raven, will you ever do a face cam during gameplay? Maybe? I think that's more of a PC gaming thing, and my PC won't let me game and stream at the same time. With Dark Souls, you don't need lore, you just need bleed damage. Lol. Okay, so, yeah, you're right. Technically, people have pointed out you don't need to know the lore to enjoy Dark Souls. And I guess you're right, but Whenever I play RPG style games, I like to know what I'm fighting for. When I play Skyrim, when I choose a faction or a group, I like to know what those factions represent, what they fight for. I like to know why I'm killing these people. When I play Fallout, I like to know what the story is, how things ended up this way, who I'm fighting for, who I'm siding with. When I play those kind of games, I like to know the details so that I know who I'm sticking up for. With Dark Souls, it's like, okay, this is clearly a medieval world with magical qualities. What the heck happened to it? Where are all the people? This place looks like it used to have people. What happened to them? Well, we're not going to tell you. Okay, there are these giants showing up. What are these giants about? Well, we're not going to tell you. There's apparently a Lord of Cinder. What does he have to do with anything? Well, I hope you find out, you know? And people say, well, you should look up the wiki. Why should I go to the wiki to learn a lore about a game? Why should you go to a third-party source rather than enjoy the source within the game? It's personal for me, I know. And I know that people are going to come into the comments and say, yeah, man, you're just not giving it a fair chance. Maybe I'm not. But again, that is a personal opinion for me. I'm not making this objective. If you like Dark Souls, I'm glad you do. And I'm sure if I gave it more of a chance, I might like it too. But as it stands right now, I tried Dark Souls 3, got through the first 2 or 3 bosses, and then said, I'm just not getting into it. And there were people who told me the same about Nioh too. They said, I did it for like the first 3 bosses and I couldn't get into it. And you know what? That's fair. I'm not going to get on you for not enjoying a game, just as I don't expect you to get on me for not enjoying a game. But what happened on Discord was the guy basically kept arguing that Nioh was a trash game without giving me any explanation as to why it was a trash game. And I wanted to have that argument. I wanted to have that discussion, you know? I was explaining, here's why I don't play Elden Ring or Dark Souls and why I choose to play Nioh. Rational response. And his response was, those are comically laughable reasons, without explaining, okay, here's why those are comically laughable reasons. Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot Orochi's. As I've said many times in many matches, if you can't win by being good, team up with someone else. That is the rule, that is the meta of For Honor. If you can't win by actually being good, team up with someone else. And Orochis are the kings of it. You'll notice that what Orochis and Shinobis and other assassins like to do is they like to run from place to place on the map, basically teaming up with their stronger buddies and saying, here, I'm going to help you win by teaming up on you. That's essentially the way they play. It annoys the heck out of me because I feel like it takes away some of the fun of the game of, you know, skill, learning how to use each individual character's unique abilities and learning how to combat other people and exchanging that for, watch me, I can just throw shit at you until it sticks. There it is, like I said. And so now it's going to be a 3-on-1. Yep, there it is. Like, why go on your... Alright, well, I've learned my lesson, folks. I'm not going anywhere on my own. I'm sticking to a buddy the whole match. Why actually go solo when you can just team up? Let's go, Pirate, you and me. Armusha, come on, let's go. Run away, Pirate. This is the part where you run. Yep, that's the one part you were run away, man.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone C.
Yep. Oh man, this is you know what? Why is it every time I stream I'm doing terribly? I don't even remember what I was talking about now. But yeah, just there is no point in going solo. Whenever you play Dominion, just gank. That is the meta rule now. And make sure you have people with unblockables, lots of hyper armor, and one assassin who can move quickly between zones to back up everybody. What's up? At least I got one of them. Oh well. Glad I got one. Anyway. Raven offline, god tier gaming, Raven online, scrub. Yeah, literally, that's the way it is. Talking about ganks, yeah, basically, that's the new meta of For Honor. If you're not good at the game encourages you to gank. In fact, I've seen many Warrior Den live streams where they say, we're changing this character to make them better at the gank. My God. Yeah, how many? 42 viewers? I'm surprised. I'm surprised more people haven't played. For facing Raven and Dominion off stream, he is really good. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I guarantee you it is not the norm. But yeah, so here let me go ahead and set aside something here. I didn't say this in my setting the record straight update video, but I do want to set the record straight here. I want to make this clear. I checked in on my Discord just to see if everything was okay there. I can kill the Highlander, but then when Kyoshin shows up, I lose. Anyway, let me set the record straight here. I read the Discord and someone was saying, did Raven ban this person because he was butthurt about what they said about Nioh being worse than Dark Souls? I want it made clear. I don't care if someone thinks the game I like is worse than someone else's game. Yeah, pirate. You were looking for someone to save your ass, and you got me. See, that's what happens when you rely on ganking so much. Oh, look at that. A nail bomb, and it didn't work the way you intended. But anyway, I don't care if people like a game that I don't like a game that I like. I don't care if they think another game is better. I genuinely couldn't care less. I'm not joking. I don't care that anyone likes Dark Souls more than Nioh. In fact, I expect that. I expect people to like it. But if you're going to tell me that, and I want to have a discussion about, okay, why do you like it more? Then, at the very least, explain yourself. Pirate? That's what happens when you can't find teammates.
Your team rally.
And here comes Pirate again to try again. But yeah, if you're gonna say you don't like a game that I like, fine. But if I want to have a discussion about why, at least discuss with me. Don't just say I'm using laughably bad reasoning when you're not going to explain your own reasoning about why your game is superior. All I heard was people say, dude, Lego Star Wars is better. And I'm like, care to explain? No. Just I say, in my eyes, Nioh is better. Like, and then they go, well, then your eyes are wrong. Like, that's not an explanation. Again, pirate, you should go find some friends. It helped you a lot more earlier. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Highlander, you're so brave, Highlander. So stunning and brave. So brave you had to throw spears at me from a distance. I see now why you's a bitch. You can't fight me on your own, so you throw spears at me from a distance. Real cute, by the way.
Your team rally.
Like I said, pirate, go find friends. It worked out for you better last time. How am I doing by that? Oh, 8 kills and 7 deaths? That's better. It's a little better.
Your team is breaking.
Alright, anyway, back to the chat. Burning a tier 4 on one dude. No, I didn't. There were 2 dudes in that zone. I burned it on 2. Come on, Raven, hold out a little longer. As a fan of both, I would absolutely love to have a debate. I enjoy Nioh quite a bit. It would even be hostile. I guess you're more of a duelist. I do enjoy one-on-ones more because, to me, one-on-ones in For Honor require more skill and reading, whereas with ganks, it's just who can just outnumber the other.
You lost Zone A.
Then you should play Demon Souls. That explains the lore much better. But in reality, the Dark Souls games are much more about you trying to piece the lore together rather than start off knowing all. Okay, I guess that's fair. I guess that's a little fair. And that would explain why Dark Souls 3 didn't satisfy as much, because I'm trying to piece together the lore as I go in a Dark Souls game. And if you're starting with 3, you're obviously not going to have all the details.
Defeat.
You think you might stream Elden Ring in the future? Yeah, when I get. I'd be happy to stream it. Raven Hunt, it's cool. We all have shit days. Relax, breathe. It will get better. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who the hell is sending... Oh, the bot showed up again? Where? Oh. Hold on, let me fix that right now. I don't know who keeps doing that, but they've done it in, like, so many, They basically have had these people constantly, trying to, insert these bots into the stream. I'm willing to bet they're people who I've banned, or people who are salty against me for a video I made, and they just want to be salty, so, you know what? Be salty, guys. I don't care. It shows how immature you are that you have to do this in my streams. All right. Adora of Astora says, "What the hell, a bot?" Also, howdy, Raven. How you doing, Adora? You're adorable. Haha. Played with that joke very well. I'm telling you, those kinds of bots kept popping up everywhere. I know. I don't know who keeps sending them. Hey Raven, has anyone asked you what school you worked at? Oh, I worked at 2 schools. But I'm not going to say their names for their own sake. I'm going to be nice and keep that information confidential for the time being. I mean, unless you live in South Carolina, you probably wouldn't know the schools because they're both South Carolina schools. But still, just for their own sake, I'll keep it quiet. Let's go Shugoki Pokey Joe, shall we? Let's go to Big Man. I'll probably still lose, but, you know, worth it. I slowed to 1 minute before live. Sorry, man. The fact that those sended bots to be annoying just show how weak they are. Yeah. Hey, Raven, just want to say I love the content and congrats on 20,000. Thanks, Night Nation. Appreciate it. A big boy. Yeah, it's the big boy. Oh, I got the Orochi on my team this time. Nice. I love when I get the Orochi on my team this time. Fire Shugoki drip. Yeah, the Shugoki demon. That's why I based it. I was like, it's time for the demon. I needed some water. But just to reiterate, I have no problem if people dislike or like the things I do. I know many people who watch my channel who don't like For Honor, but they watch me for my other stuff, and that's fine. But if you're going to tell me that you don't like it, and I ask you why, and I give my reasons why I do, don't just dismiss me, you know? Have a conversation, or don't have it, you know? That's all I ask. And that wasn't even the reason I banned the guy, but it's just a rule of thumb. I don't mind discussion, but have a discussion. I think that's one of the biggest problems we have. Too many people aren't willing to discuss things. I'm not afraid to be wrong. That's the number one thing. I'm not afraid to be wrong. If someone proved to me objectively that Dark Souls is superior to Nioh from an objective standpoint, I don't mind being proven wrong. It doesn't change the fact that I find it subjectively more fun. It doesn't mean that I don't find it more enjoyable. But I'm not afraid to be wrong about it. I'm not afraid to say, oh, okay, I was wrong. Dark Souls from an objective standpoint is better than Nioh. Wouldn't hurt me a bit. I just enjoy Nioh more. I want to do more streams with Nioh, but no one would watch them, genuinely.
You lost Zone C.
What's up, Tion D? Oh, okay, we can be honorable. Oh, look at that, an honorable Tion D. Who would have thought? Oh, dang. Blackfriar got me. That sucks. But I was getting him, wasn't I? Yeah. And now that Orochi's going to lose because he's used to teaming up. Yep, he's done. Oh, it's catharsis. It's catharsis, people. I love when that happens. I genuinely do. You get this guy who spent the whole last match ganking, right? He's just real good at ganking. And then next match, he is ganked himself and can't survive it. They have no room to brag after that. All bragging rights have been lost. Let me get into C, try to turn this dang thing around. Tion D, what happened to all that honor? Run away, Tion D. Hey, look! We got the pirate! The pirate from last match! The one who I kept beating! She's on my team now! And she quit. Oh my gosh, I can't. Literally, the pirate from last match just joined in, and I'm like, oh, the pirate from last match is here, the one that I kept beating. Boom, she's gone. I can't make that up. That's so perfect. That is so perfect. Oh my gosh. I don't even care if we lose now. That was funny. That was so funny, chat. I know that I can't look right now because I'm in the middle of a match, but y'all gotta tell me, did y'all not cackle at that? Oh my lord. Hey, what's up, man? Wow, okay. Okay. I'm sensing some salt here. I'm sensing some real salt here. Okay. Okay. Let's get the heavy man back over there. I ran out of energy too fast. I gotta get back in there. Come on, come on. There we go. I'm betting old Black Prior's gonna do nothing but shield bash and light through this whole fight. Oh hey, he threw a heavy. I got him. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. You hit him. Run away now.
You captured Zone A.
There it is. I was waiting for that zone.
You lost Zone A.
Oh man. At least I'm not doing terrible. Yeah, I've got 6 kills. I'm not doing terribly. But then again, I'm also kind of cheating. I'm playing Shugoki. That's like playing with. That's like everyone else playing with a handicap. Shugoki's a freaking god. Is that all you're gonna do, man? Just the kick? Lights.
Life is a blessing, and you are the
Wow! Oh man, I detect some serious salt from this team. All 4 of you ran to the same damn zone. And the emote spam! Oh man, I am detecting some serious salt levels coming from this team right now. Serious salt levels. But hey, don't feel bad, guys. Don't feel bad. You're not bad. You're actually all very good players. You just have to hide it. Oh man, I am detecting some serious salt since they all 4. What's up, man? Yeah, and there's the kick. And the emote spam from Shaolin. Oh, man. It's like he thinks he's good.
Your team is breaking.
Dang it. Oh well. Back to chat. I do not think I'm going to win a match tonight, guys. I'm going to be honest. Let's see. My god, it's a ganking fest. You're right, it is. It's amazing. Let's see. Shugoki's a big boy and you must love him. Yes. Yeah, my goodness. Raven out, you think they will redo the Star Wars event? I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I hope they do, but I have no idea. I do have a question, Raven, about the reaction video about Red and Blue that you made. How long did it take you to gather the important information? It took me several weeks to get all the information I wanted. I had to watch a lot of their videos to find the more egregious stuff that I didn't like. Here's the thing. Someone accused me of clickbaiting, like I was just going after a bigger channel and just trying to earn views. Guys, seriously, I go after other big channels all the time. I go after extra credits. I've gone after CBR, which is a huge website. People don't like it, but it is a huge website. I've gone after Loxton and Noggin. I've gone after Gaijin Goomba. You really think I'm afraid to go after Red versus Blue? Everyone can be criticized. Even I'm not immune from it. Criticize me. If someone has made a response video to me, it was poorly done and very shitty, but but someone has done a response video to me. Everyone is free to be criticized, so it's not about clickbait. I wasn't doing it to get views. I was getting it because I was requested to respond to Red and Blue stuff on Overly Sarcastic Productions. That's the reason. People asked me to do it, so I said, okay, I'll do it. But I didn't want to just look at one specific video. That was the thing. I wanted to look at multiple videos and point out small things that they threw in there to show this is a common pattern that we see. You can notice a pattern in the way they do things. You'll notice that as you watch enough of it, you see certain patterns start to come up. Like with Blue and his thing, and then with Red's thing about H.P. Lovecraft and how she did the double standard with Kaiju video. I was trying to look for ones that were like really stood out to me as, yeah, there's no excusing that, like stuff like that. So that was what I did. And when I was looking for research to counter them, I went to websites about economics journals, history of charities, information about like charitable donations based on income level. I talked to a few economics majors from colleges talking about the differences between capitalism and just wealth demographics. Like, is capitalism really just about earning wealth and putting down the poor people, or is there more to it than that? I learned a lot of fascinating stuff, and the stuff I learned about showed me that a lot of the stuff Red and Blue talk about, they don't really research or understand themselves. Like, for example, when Blue did his thing about Egypt and talking about how all the Egyptians must have looked like Nubians because eventually the Nubians merged into Egyptian society and they must have all ended up looking black. I'm like, that can't be right. Let me do more research. And then I saw Metatron's video. I looked at the sources that he gave, like the articles and stuff like that. I looked at all that and I went, Metatron clearly did his research, and what he said makes total sense to me. You know, I'm like, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that to explain. When Red said that people who have too much money just sit on it and don't do anything good with it, I did some research in Philanthropy and philanthropy.org. pointed out in their thing about who gives more in terms of income. The 1% give 1/3 of all American dollars to charity organizations, and they even gave estimations and ideas as to why that might be. So I'm like, yeah, your statement is false, Red. And this is the thing. This isn't me saying capitalism better than whatever it is you're saying. I'm not saying capitalism is better than anything. I'm saying your definition of capitalism is not accurate. You're saying capitalism is all about the rich staying rich and the poor staying poor, and it's an archaic idea to make sure that demographics are underprivileged and it's entirely unfair. And I'm like, even if you think that, at least understand what capitalism is so that you can come at it from an objective direction. Someone actually in the comments accused me of saying, while you did point out the ideal of capitalism, you didn't point out the benefits of anti-capitalism. And I'm thinking, why would I do that when I'm countering the anti-capitalist? The equivalent would be if someone made an argument, apples are the worst fruit ever. I hate apples. And then my response to that is, okay, here's why apples are okay, but let me also explain why apples aren't okay. Like, why would I do that? I already did.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone A.
I feel like I've been here before. I end up fighting a Black Prior versus someone else in that spot. Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna get W tonight, guys. I really don't. I think I'm gonna lose every match tonight. Want to bet? Okay, so far we are looking at 0-3. I have fought 3 matches. I've lost 3 matches. Let's see if we can go for 4. All right, let's. Oh, a JJ. Okay, back to chat. Message retracted. Oh. Hey Raven, how did you feel about the time you and I played together? Oh, that was pretty cool, man. That was actually pretty cool. Alright. Man, we're not doing good. Well, it's because they're ganking and they've got a JJ, a Black Prior, a Kyoshin, and a War Mommy. Like, of course we're not going to do good.
You captured Zone A.
Good work, fellas. Oh, you got him. I'm going to move on. There we go! Yeah! Good job, Shaman! There we go! Why can't I get around this pillar? Ah, man. At least you were making a comeback. That was kind of nice.
You lost Zone C.
I like it when we kind of make a comeback. But yeah, in answer to the question earlier about how long did it take me to do the research and get all the information I wanted for that response video, it took some time, genuinely. Dang it. I don't know whether it's I'm bad at the game or I keep on joining bad teams, but I'm never very good at winning. Someone once pointed out that I make content for a game that I'm not good at, and I'm like, yeah, that's a fair criticism. Because I'm not. I'm genuinely kind of garbage. Come on, guys, take back B. I'll go to C, and I'll take that back. Easy enough. Yay, I took it. And I'm the only one left.
Lost Zone A.
Oh, JJ! What happened, old man?
Zone A.
What happened, old man? Yeah. That do be how it is sometimes. Ooh, I hope y'all saw that in chat. That was probably one of my better Valk moments. I'm going to sit right here because I know he's coming back. He wants a rematch. Or is he? Like, where is that guy? Oh, there he is. Oh, it's Black Briar. Yep. Yep. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Die. Yeah! Oh, no! Oh, I had him going. I was holding out so good. Oh, the Valk was with me. Oh my gosh, the Valkyrie was with me and I couldn't clutch it. Oh, I'm so ashamed. That was such a good fight. I was holding out so well. Countered the gank and everything, but you know, sometimes... Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. No, not gonna happen, buddy. Yep, you stay right there, son. Yeah, okay. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Don't actually use skill. Don't actually use skill. Don't actually try to understand your opponent's moveset and try to outthink him. Just, here, let's push them to a ledge and shove them off so that they can't do anything. Back them into a corner and shove them off the ledge. That is so meta. Oh my gosh. That is that is the meta of the game right now, and it hurts. It hurts to think that that's what this game has turned into. Just gank up, overwhelm an opponent, push them into a corner, waste them. It is such garbage. It is such garbage. I can't believe that that's what this is. But, hey, I was right. 0 for 4, guys. 0 for 4. Four losses. Raven got slapped. Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh, that was so salty. Oh man, it pisses me off that that's the way this game has gone, you know? That's the way this game has become. Woo! Okay, what time we got? Okay, we're still good. We're still good on time. We are still good on time. Check my orders. I've played enough Samurai for now. Let's play some other characters. Anyway, let's go. But yeah, that was pretty bad, and I've lost most of my viewers. Oh man, I do worry about the future of this channel sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. There are times where I do kind of worry. It's kind of like just after the whole Discord fiasco, I actually lost about 12 subscribers. Genuinely, right after the Discord fiasco, I lost 12 subscribers, and I was like, oh damn! Like, look at my channel now. This is not good. I haven't gone pirate in a while. Let's go pirate. Let's see if we can't get some pirate wins. Why am I always on the team with the bot? Why am I always on the team with the bot? Ugh. Why, game? Do you just not like the Raven? Man, my Discord doesn't like me, and my game doesn't like me. Yeah, I'll play Warden at some point. Hannah wants me to play Black Prior. Okay, I can play Black Prior. It's Discord, who cares? They do not. I guarantee you. My Discord, most of them I don't think care for me anymore. At least the ones who are active. Most of the active ones on Discord, based on what I've seen, don't really care. In fact, I've had at least 2 people on Discord say openly they don't even watch my videos anymore. They stay because they like the people in the Discord. Thank you, Jaguar. I appreciate you saying that. You still have 20,000 subs. Actually, it dropped to... I had... Before the Discord thing, I had 20,085 subscribers. As of today, it is now 20,072 subscribers. So it dropped by over 10. Chiquita says, what happened to the Discord? If you don't mind me asking, I live under a rock. Long story short, had a person on the Discord basically throw me under the bus. They were very much being a troll. And granted, I overreacted to some of the trolling, because what I was doing was I wanted to have an actual conversation about the topic. I was playing a game. They didn't like the fact that I was playing the game. They wanted to know why I was playing that game. I explained why I was playing the game. They didn't give a rational response. They just basically said that I was using comically laughable reasoning. And I said, I don't really care for your opinion. I'm just giving you my reasoning, and you can respect it. Or, oh my gosh.
Zone C.
Son, I am the Raven. Oh, baby. That was dirty. Oh, that was dirty. Oh, somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. I can't stand it. Oh, I can't stand it. Oh, that was amazing. Oh. Somebody stop me! Somebody! Oh! Oh, baby! I can feel it! I can feel it! That was my best pirate play ever! Oh! Oh! Ooh! That was gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous. I'll let y'all have your fun. I'm gonna go back and guard A. Y'all got this? Y'all got this without me? Okay. There you go, pirate. You got me. Man, I need to check chat after that. That was god tier. Oh, man.
You lost Zone A.
I like that. Damn, Raven became a pastor. What a fight. That was so good. Okay, I'm coming. Don't worry. Oh, good move. Good job, Sent. You finally got me. Oh, I'm still riding off the high of that earlier bit. That was so good. All right, they're starting to come back. Because they've gone back to ganking now. Okay, let them have C. I'm gonna go to A. Let them have C. I'm gonna go to A. I'm not gonna let them take that back. I'm gonna take A, and that way we can maintain our lead. Oh, they left C to try to do exactly that. They're going to go take back B. We'll take A and C. Stay in the lead here. Oh, man. That felt so good. I am so satisfied with that fight. Hi. Oh, man, I almost had him. I almost had him. That would have been great if I actually beat him.
Zone A. You captured Zone C.
Alright, going to A. I'm not done with this fight. I'm not done with this fight. I had too much fun in that opening few minutes. And I'm in. Notice how they're all resorting to ganking now. They're just running in little teams to go fight.
You captured Zone A.
Got it. Alright, I'm going to hold this spot. Hold this spot. Hello. Okay. Damn. Okay, see what it is, guys? See what it is? See what it is? There's a little salt going on, and they've gone back to ganking again. Enjoy yourself, Olympian Wolf. That Lawbringer won't always be there to bail you out of trouble. Let me back in. Let me back in. There we go. Let's go make him regret the day he ever decided to set to sea. Oh, no, he left A. He left A. He's gone to go gank with his fellow gankers. Let me teach you the error of your ways, boys.
You captured Zone A.
Would you look at that?
You lost Zone C.
And that took care of you.
You captured Zone C.
Now you've gone to go heal up your buddies. And Lawbringer got you. Guys, we might just win this one. We might just win this one. Because my team's not going to let you revive anyone, Pirate. And she's done. We win. Oh my gosh. So all I had to do was play Pirate. Oh man. Oh man. That was so good. Hey Raven, remember when you said there was no win in this stream? You jinxed it. Yep. Has the Kiku video come out? Yeah, it's out. Go check my channel. It's out. Raven Knight, will there be any more videos like the Shinigami one? Because it was fantastic. You mean the Kiku video? Yeah, I've got a whole series called the Legend series, and I do stories about my For Honor characters. Steve, like, why do you like For Honor so much? Oh, I did a whole video on why I still love For Honor. I think it comes down to three things. Number one, there's no other game like it. There's no other fighting game that is quite like For Honor in terms of style, in terms of what it is, in terms of what it offers the player base. And genuinely, I think that that's what makes it so unique. I don't think there's any other game out there that can quite match what For Honor is stylistically. Secondly, historical aspect. I love history. I love historical figures. I love historical warriors. I love historical people. I love history. And because I love history, I love studying these heroes and understanding, okay, here's what they had to do to come up with these heroes. And I like that. And third, and probably most importantly, the Samurai, Knights, and Vikings, the original three factions, were entities that I have close connections with. I am Scottish by heritage. I have a lot of Scots-Irish in me. And so that connects to the Vikings. I have ancestors who were knights in the Hospitaliers on my father's side. So I am connected to the knights. And, of course, I'm a Christian, so that connects to the knights, too. And I have studied Japanese culture and history as part of my college degree and dated a young lady from Japan. You might be thinking, okay, that's the first three. What about the Wu Lin? I dated a girl from China, too. So there you go. I actually have connections to all three factions. I think that the way they're represented is very creative. I think this concept is creative. It's like Deadliest Warrior, the TV show from Spike, only in a game format done well. Because if you've ever played the Deadliest Warrior video game itself, it's actually pretty shitty. I'm not going to lie. This one is so much better. I really, really like the game for what it offers stylistically, fighting-wise, character-wise, lore-wise, all of that. That's why. When is the next vote coming out for Legends? We need a Wu Lin this time, so only Wu Lin maybe. We'll see. We'll see about that. Greatest content with your hero stories. Thank you. That pirate has a major advantage in this type of game with that pistol. You are right. The pirate does have a fair amount of advantage. But let's go someone else. I never try to play the same hero twice. Hannah asked me to play Black Prior, so I will play Black Prior. And just like before, I'm on the team with the bot. Why? I don't understand. Why am I always starting with the bot? Anyway, Raven, you said that someone criticized you. Who are they, and have they managed that? Because for what I know, you are by far the most legit YouTuber and teacher on YouTube. Everyone can be criticized. Everyone is prone to making mistakes. Everyone is prone to, even if they're right, people will criticize them being right. Like, being right does not mean you're immune from criticism. It means that people will try to analyze what you say and point out facets and aspects that are wrong. So it has nothing to do with your right. And I'm wrong sometimes. There are times where I get things wrong. Deadliest Warriors for Honor's great-grandpa. Correct. What did I miss? You missed everything. Bot equals Raven Stalker. I know. Raven, you're with the bot because you're too good. I wish that was the reason. I wish that was it. It was like For Honor just goes, no, Raven's playing. He needs a bot. He's too good. We got to give this team a handicap. And the funny thing is, I love how that one person in chat said, Raven just turned into a pastor. I have done, like, kind of mock sermons before just for fun. Like, now, brothers and sisters, we are gathered today to discuss a very important fact. And that fact remains that we are surrounded by heathens and heretics. And the good Lord has called us to do what, my brothers and sisters? That is correct. He has called us to purge the heretics and the heathens. As it says in the good book, the book of Brother, and the chapter 3, verse 27, when thou dost seeth the heretic, thou wilt slay the heretic in the name of the Lord. And amen! That's amen, my brothers and sisters. I used to do that kind of stuff all the time because it was funny, and I'm an idiot. So, there you go. I don't know why I always do this. At the beginning of every match, I always break away from the group and go to the other zone. Because, I guess I'm stupid enough to think I can take on the entire enemy team myself. That's right. Whoa, what the? Where did that Oromusha come? Where did you come? What? What? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? No, I'm not kidding. Where did you come from? My God, where did they, guys? Where did they? That Oromusha just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, he just, boom, he's there. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Oh gosh, he became an ecclesiarch. Get the commissar. Yeah. Oh no, they went to sea. I need to go to sea. Oh my gosh, that scared the heck out of me. Who's in C? Damn it. Well, my team isn't doing well this round. When are we going to get someone to replace that bot? Some random player, join in. We just need one more person. There we go. That got him. Hannah, I hope you're watching. I'm doing Black Prior like you asked. I'm doing Deborah. I am playing the Deborah. Gabby May, what are you doing down there? Yeah, there you go. The Kyoshin was just kind of sitting there. Don't talk to me. threw the fire flask? Who already had enough for their 4 feet? Who? Who the heck already had enough for their 4 feet? It had to be Raider, but Raider really already has his 4th? My lord. That's just so surprising. And they're all ganking up on that poor Kyoshin. I'm going over to A. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you've noticed the common theme through all these matches, it is just ganks, ganks, ganks. Skill is irrelevant. Just team up in a group of 3 or 4 and just kill the other guy, you know? There we go. Now we're turning it around.
You captured Zone C.
I like playing Deborah because I actually like playing the Black Friars, even though I'm really not that good. How did I not time that right? What? Oh no. Yes! Oh, baby! That's what it is. That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen.
You lost Zone C. You captured Zone C.
Yeah, Deborah's just not taking prisoners today. Yeah, run away, Raider. Run away, Raider. What you would do. Run away, Raider. I'm just going to passively heal now. Run away, Raider. Yeah, Raider, you should have kept running. You were much better at that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm not even mad. That was actually a really good play. Throwing the kunai out and then doing a zone attack. That's almost a assured way to get the easy kill. So granted, you get a point for that. But that was a good last few plays. I got a lot of good kills out of that.
Enemy team is breaking.
Going to A. Sneaking over to A. I can't remember the last time I played Black Prior. Take the zone, take the zone. Got it.
You captured Zone
Hold it a
A.
little longer. Yes. Better go help him out. I hit the wrong button. How did you miss that, Hitakiri? Thank you. Going back to A to heal up. Heal up faster with my shield down. I am a bulwark against the terror. Alright, I better go help out, make sure that we don't break. Hang in there, Hitakiri, I'm coming. Alright, start running. Yep. Stay down. And victory is ours. We thank thee, Lord, that in thy mercy thou hast seen us to victory.
Victory.
That was perfect. I loved it. All right, anyway, back to the chat. Raven, how do you feel about the Inquisition? The Inquisition? What a show. The Inquisition? Here we go. We know you're wishing that we'd go away, but the Inquisition's here and it's here to stay. Oh wait, you never seen that? You've never seen History of the World by Mel Brooks? Okay, never mind. Monkey dead. Can you play Warden now, please? Yes, I will play Warden now. I will play Warden now. Doesn't mean I'll do good, but I will play Warden now. Aaron's here. Hey, Aaron. I am terrible at For Honor. You dare challenge me, mortal, because I'm way worse than you. How do you, no one expects the Inquisitions. Raven, just stop singing. What, you don't like my singing voice? I thought it was nice. Anyway, what was the question? How do you add characters in pre-made worlds like Primarchs? I just get creative. Have you played D&D? You seem like an avid role player. I've only had one session of D&D, genuinely. I've only was in one session because my brother invited me. And it was okay. It was okay. Our game master was a little new at it, so I felt like it kind of went off at a few points. But then again, I had nothing to compare it to. It was my first time playing, so I didn't know how it was supposed to go. But it was kind of neat. Also, the guys I play with are kind of crazy, so yeah, deal with that as you will. Raven, do you have a main theme for your Knight persona on YouTube? Yes, I do have a main theme for my Knight persona on YouTube. Yes, I have a theme song, but I can't ever use it in my videos because it would get copyright stricken. But I do have a song that I would play when actually, funny thing, that's true story. Back when I was doing MMA fighting, we had a broadcast announcer in the gym. We had an announcement thing. And so what we would do is if we were doing a sort of mini in-house tournament, we would have the coach go into the back and announce our fight names and play music as we walked out, just to kind of get us more hyped and let us have some fun with it. So we got to pick our theme songs that we played when we walked out. So we used to have a lot of fun with that, which was really weird. No, this is still true. One of the guys, we called him Druggy because he had a drug problem, but I won't give his real name. But when he was asked what fight song do you want going out, he totally acted like a dweeb. He totally decided to be a total nerd and just said, I want the Power Rangers theme song. So get this. So I'm walking out, right? I'm playing my theme song, getting pumped, and then they go, and coming in, weighing in, all that, and then Druggy, and then it's playing, go, go, Power Rangers, do. I'm like, how can I take you seriously now? That wasn't the worst, though. We had one guy who played the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic theme song. You can't get pumped to that. I don't care if you're a brony or whatever. You can't get pumped to a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic theme song. I was like, we were all laughing. We were all busting a gut laughing at it because you had this big buff dude just kind of walking out doing shadow boxing to this girls show theme song. And I'm going, what is this? What is this? What is this frosting-covered heresy I'm being forced to endure? He fought well, though. He was actually a pretty decent fighter. He may have been a complete moron half the time, but he knew how to throw a punch, no question. Gosh, I still feel when he got me in the jaw. I tasted that. Oh man, it was a rough one. Why are we always on this map? I never do well on this map. Hi, Goki. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Good job, Nobushi. You got him. Good job, Nobushi. Your raider killing skills are remarkable.
You captured Zone C.
We captured Zone C. That's a scary thought. Oh, Sanhu from behind! With a complete disregard for human life. Oh, crap. The Nazi got me. Because if you look at his back, he has a swastika symbol. Sanhu, what are you doing? Why were you just standing there? Fight, Sanhu! So Sanhu quit. Yeah, or Sanhu just quit. I hate when people do that. I hate when they're like, I'm gonna play. Nah, I'm gonna quit now. Dang it. Well, I beat 2 of them. That's something. I've got 4 kills. Yeah! Woo! I'm not terrible. Yeah! Bam. Alright, I better sneak over to A if we want any shot at this. Oh, Raider, hi, buddy. Damn it. When if Shugoki and a Raider team up, you better just go ahead and dig your own grave. You're not going to win that one. We don't have the right combo here. We have a Nobushi. We need one person who can eat bleed like Shaman. We need that. Or a Peacekeeper. And we have a Highlander. That means we have someone who can pressure. That means we need someone with rapid lights like an Orochi or an Aramusha who can continue to apply pressure. We don't have good team synergy. Meanwhile, they have a pirate. What I genuinely hate is that the Warden can't go into a light after a heavy like that. Like, I hate it because I feel like it would make them so much more viable than they are. Again, when Shugoki and Raider decide they want to team up, dig your own grave. People who say that Raider still needs a buff are just dirty Viking fans. They are dirty neckbeards who can't respect the fact that Raider is already OP as a mess. Got Nobushi. We got him, boys. Someone go down to B and fix that problem. Well, I got one of them with a catapult. At least I got one. I went out with a bang. No, our Highlander's dead. Yep, he's dead. He's dead. He was getting ganked on all sides by all four of them. It was over. It was over. Well, that happened. If you want easy wins, play Raider, I guess. Seems like the smart thing to do.
Thanks for having my back.
I'm gonna go heal up before I go join that party. How am I doing on the two? Yeah, I've got 10 kills. That's decent, I suppose. All right.
Your team is breaking.
Dang it. Ah. I feel so bad for Warden. I know that Warden has unblockables now and can do their shoulder shove off of anything, but I feel like they... You know what would genuinely fix Warden for me? You know what I really think would help Warden? Allow him the option to do a light after a heavy. I feel like if you give him that option, suddenly Warden becomes so much more viable. I feel like that would make him so much more easy to handle. But no, it's just... He throws his heavy, and then you better commit to a shoulder bat. Like, let me test this. Yo, nope, you can't do it. You cannot do a light after a heavy.
Yo, this fucking team is retarded, bro. Cool, let's just fucking all jump one guy instead of trying to grab zones. That's the smartest fucking thing you could do.
I didn't know that we were being joined today.
This fucking guy has 0 objectives.
There we go. Oh well. Well, that was fun. Well, sorry to those of you who asked me to play Ruth. Warden is still one of the weakest of the Vanguards. If you asked me to rank the Vanguards, I would say Kensei's strongest, Raider's second strongest, then Warmonger, then Tiandi. Warden's still at the bottom. Warden is genuinely still at the bottom. And I know people are, Tiandi doesn't have unblockables though. Yeah, but Tiandi's dodge abilities and rapid lights and undodgeable lights, yeah, no. And Warden's unblockables are nice, but they're so predictable. They are so easy to counter. All you have to do is just say, oh, look, he's either going to swing for that thing and he's going to guard break me. And quite often that's what most of them do anyway. So it's, yeah, I don't know. I guess someone out there is going to say, no, man, Warden's totally fine. I can kick your ass with him. But for me, it's like, Alright, I'm going to go to Breach now, because I think I've done enough Dominion, and we're running out of time. How many more zones did I need? I needed 2 more zones! God! Okay, we're going to go to Breach now. Going to do 2 matches of Breach, and this will give me the opportunity to rant, because I know y'all love my rants. Hey Raven, play your Hitakiri. I already did. I already played Hitakiri. Can I play Jarl Reinald? Okay. I was asked to play Jarl Reinald, so that's who I will play. Jarl Reinald. There you go. Jarl Reinald. In the flesh. Let me get something to drink real quick. Alright, what to rant about tonight? Let me think. I don't want to rant about the stuff that happened on Discord anymore. That's just getting old. And besides, I'm trying to let that shit go. Let me think. No, I'm not going to rant about Russia and Ukraine. I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff. I'm going to leave that alone because that's going to ruffle a lot of feathers. I'm not going to talk Russia and Ukraine right now. Could you do a rush about Qurans and their superiority complex? Who's Qurans? I know that's not his outfit, but I haven't edited his picture in the story yet. He's gone through a change, okay? Rant about the theorists. What theorists? Any update on the whole High Guardian Spice? Yeah, I finished the show. I finished it. It was awful. It was awful. Raven, you should rant about people who claim Christianity stole everything from other religions. Oh! Actually, that is something I could rant about. Christianity stole everything from other religions. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. If anything, people accuse us of adding everything to other religions. Like, people keep... Like, if you watch Red or Blue's video about Norse mythology and crap like that, you'll hear them talk about how a lot of mythology and folklore was Christianized. Like, Christian influence was added to the pagan stories. Genuinely, people can't decide. Did Christians steal from other mythologies and religions? Or did we add to mythologies and religions, making them dumber or weaker? They can't decide which one they want to accuse us of, so they just go with both. Let me be clear, Christianity did not steal from any other religion. In order for us to have stolen from another religion, that means that Jesus himself had to be a fake person, and we invented him as from another religion. He did not. Jesus was a real person. In fact, believe it or not, Metatron does a whole video analyzing, was Jesus real? Did he really exist? And he said, yes, according to archaeological and evidence from the Roman records, we have evidence to suggest that Jesus was a real person. The only question then, therefore, is did he do all the stuff he claimed he did? And that's a debate we can actually have. But the fact is, if you say, oh, well, Christianity isn't real, Jesus never existed, he's just copy and pasted from other religions, no. There's plenty of evidence to the contrary, and I think it's hysterical that people make up that nonsense. Christianity gets such a bad rep, and I don't care if you believe in Christianity or not. People who say that Christianity is the white man's religion, no, really, that show that I was going to do a response to, but gave up because it was that cringe, they claimed that Christianity was white man's religion because they tried to use Christianity to excuse racism, and I'm like, no, I can't believe you honestly think this. That's adorable. It shows you don't understand Christianity. It shows you don't understand world history. It shows you don't understand racism, for that matter. Very ironic. Do you need me to teach you about racism? Because if your God is like you, if your God looks like you and has skin like yours, then it means that he's on your side and he will give you permission to do evil things. Because if God's on your side, he can excuse all your bad actions. You would be right if there was anywhere in the Bible where it encouraged me to abuse other people. There is nowhere. You cannot find a verse in the Bible where God encourages his followers to abuse or hurt people based only on race. Did he tell the people in the Old Testament to wipe out other cultures or tribes or peoples? Yes, but quite often those people that he told them to wipe out were wicked, evil, or seeking the destruction of the Jewish people. And he said, they're going to wipe you out if you don't deal with them first, so wipe them out. There was context behind why he did it. He didn't say, hey, look, their skin color is different from yours. You have my permission to wipe them out and enslave them. In fact, the Bible, even in the Old Testament, makes it clear what God ordered the Jews to do. He said very clearly, be kind to those who are different from you, and give to foreigners in your land, because remember how you were foreigners in Egypt and you needed help from some foreign communities. Like you needed help as well, so know what it was like for you and try to help other people. God was very clear, and Jesus himself was very clear. Love your neighbor as yourself, and not just that, love your enemy. He said, what does it mean to love your friends or your neighbors, to love those who love you? Because even a sinner, a pagan, will love those who love them. But it takes a true Christian to love people who hurt you. God said, well, if a man slaps you, you turn your other cheek so that he can slap that one too. Be kind to those who do you wrong. Pray for those who do you harm, because it is God who will get vengeance for you. Vengeance is in the hand of God. If you seek out vengeance or hate based on your own power, you're showing a lack of faith in God. You know, that's the meaning of it. God never said, hey, look at these people, they're different from you, wipe them out. He never said that. He never said that. And you'll notice in the whole show, they use one Bible verse. They use one Bible verse in the whole dang episode to try to prove it. And the Bible verse they left out, they not only misspoke the verse, they just took the verse and they just retranslated it to mean what they wanted it to mean. Stay away from me, Gladiator. You're being an asshole. They then tried to use it without any context. The verse was, I believe it was from Deuteronomy, where God tells his children, go therefore, the land is yours for the taking, and I have given it to you. Go therefore and take it. But he's trying to make it sound like white people will use this verse to excuse them going out and harassing people of other colors. I'm like, yeah, you'd be right about that, except the Bible verse you're talking about clearly was about the Israelites being given permission by God to go into the promised land and take the land for themselves. Because it was their promised land. It's what God promised them. So you're not only twisting the verse to mean what you want it to mean, but the verse you're talking about, when used in the proper context, explains everything. And then there are the people, like usually the pagans, the Odinists, usually, who like to argue that Jesus is a weak god. I've seen those memes where they say, your God died on a tree. My God is a warrior. Or they said, your God promised to get rid of to destroy all evil. He died. My God promised to destroy all giants. Look, no giants. And I always laugh at these because, for one thing, it's not what Jesus promised at all. But two, you don't understand Norse mythology, the supposed religion you claim to worship. Let's discuss that. So, first of all, your God died on a tree. My God is a warrior. Jesus died on a tree and got out of the grave. Your God in Ragnarok will die and stay dead. So don't come to me with that. And then the whole concept of your God promised to destroy all evil. There's still evil. My God promised to destroy all giants. There are no giants. Actually, Jesus didn't promise to destroy all evil. He said that all sinners would be swallowed up in the abyss in the final judgment, which has not come yet. And you say, my God got rid of all giants. No, actually, all the gods in Norse mythology are sleeping right now until the time of Ragnarok, when they will awake and then go out to the battlegrounds of Vigrid to battle the forces of Helheim, Loki, and the forces of Jotunheim. The giants aren't dead; they're just waiting for Ragnarok. So, and get this, he didn't say he promised he would get rid of all giants. It's an assured promise that everyone will be wiped out in the end. So genuinely, it is hysterical how they don't even understand their own mythology and are claiming to insult my God for not being a warrior like they want. But here's the amazing thing. God is a warrior. God is both a war god, but also a God of peace. Want to know the man after God's own heart, David? He was a warrior. He was a fighter. God needed a warrior to help protect and preserve his people. In fact, Paul in the book of Ephesians, Ephesians chapter 6, talks about putting on the full armor of God, talking about spiritual warfare. Our God is a warrior. Christianity is about fighting a spiritual warfare, but he told us our battle is not against flesh or against men. He said, fear not those who can kill you in this world, fear those who can kill your soul. Fear not those who can steal from you possessions in this world, fear those who can steal from you, steal your soul and that which is promised to you in the spiritual life. For our battle is not against those of the flesh, but against those who would steal your very soul and your salvation. I know I'm mistranslating it. It's been a while since I've read the verse. But my point being, quite often Christianity gets a bad rep, and I think a large part of it is because Christianity, genuinely, is offensive to some people. It calls out people. Christianity is not a religion that's... This is the thing. People assume that a religion should make you feel good. Like, oh, let's talk about a God who loves you. Well, God does love you. So he thinks I'm perfect just the way I am. Actually, he doesn't. He says that you're a sinner. He says that you're a sinner. We're all sinners, and we all need salvation. We need to be redeemed of our sins. Oh, wait, I don't like being told that I'm a sinner. Well, what do I have to change about myself to become a Christian? Well, I mean, you don't have to change anything. You have to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and through that acceptance, there will be a change. Well, I don't think I want to give up my lifestyle. Well, that could be a problem, because if you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you won't want to live in that lifestyle. Well, that's a problem for me. Want to know, I met this one pastor, and he used to go to college campuses and talk to students all the time and answer their questions about religion. And he said a lot of people would come to him at the end and say, hey, you know, Christianity sounds good, but it says that I can't sleep with whoever I want, and I don't want to give that up. Genuinely, that's what he told me. He was like, that's what a lot of them tell me. They say, I'd like to be a Christian, but I don't want to give up sleeping around with whoever I want. Do you see the problem? It's this issue of, if God doesn't let me live the way I want to live, then I don't want it. I'm like, I'm sorry, but then don't tell me how Christianity is bad because you just don't like what it has to offer. If you don't like what it has to offer, sure, don't accept it, but then don't turn around and say it's a weak religion. No, in fact, it's not a weak religion. It's actually a religion that requires more than you can handle. Don't come at me with that weak crap. Anyway, let me check chat before I jump back into that. Could you do a giant fashion showcase for every faction? Probably not. What is the name of that said theme song you made, Raven, so I can Google it and hear it? I'll put it on Discord later. I gotta go look it up because I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I remember what it sounds like. But on Discord, I'll put it up later. I'll just drop in real quick, put it in, and then I'll leave. But yeah, that rant's done. I know some people are kind of like, man, this turned into a religious thing, didn't it? Back to Pastor Raven. And then, my brothers and sisters, oh God, there we go. I love when people tell me Warlord is not about defense and countering. That's exactly what he's about. It was he's a harasser. He has very little offensive harassment in his kit. Other than his headbutt, most of what he does is designed to turtle and counter. That's his whole gameplay. That's how smart Warlords play. I very rarely met a Warlord who didn't light spam, or turtle, or counter, or parry, or do crushing counters. Trust me, I don't. I just think that's funny that people say that. It shows a glorious misunderstanding of Warlord's whole kit. Like, think if I were to actually give a scenario, okay, let's say that I'm a Warlord, right, and I'm fighting this, where'd he go? There's a Hitakiri. I'm gonna go fight that Hitakiri. Say that you're fighting a Hitakiri as a Warlord. What's your game plan? Like, how are you gonna fight him? Well, I'll probably start by a headbutt. Okay, then what? Then I'll do a light. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Dang it. Anyway, back to chat. Father Raven, please share that wisdom with us. I wonder, if you could change one thing in human history, what would you change, Raven? Oh, that's an interesting question. If I could change one thing in human history, I would have removed the the National Department of Education in the United States. I think that that has corrupted so many young children and students in the field of education, and it's only made things worse for people. I genuinely think that that has caused so much harm to the young minds, and I would like to see that taken away. I know someone would say, oh, wouldn't you get rid of the Holocaust, or wouldn't you get rid of these wars? And I'm like, yes, I'd like to get rid of them, but at the same time, some of those things do happen for a reason. As cold and callous as it is, like, for example, we talk about, oh, we should never have bombed Japan. Okay, granted, it was an awful, awful event, and I would never want a repeat of it, granted. But at the same time, it helped bring us into the nuclear age, and helped bring it into most forms of conventional warfare, because we have mutually assured destruction now. We have nuclear armaments that keep people from going into full-on world wars like we had with World War II. So there was a benefit. Plus, we obtained nuclear power and started studying nuclear power from the event. So there was a benefit to it. I'm not saying it was good, and I'm not saying I want it to happen again. I'm saying some of the horrible atrocities that happened in history had a reason behind them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Please don't take me out of context on that. And that's why it's hard for me to look at some of the atrocities of the past and say, I would definitely do away with that. Because I have to look and say, well, if we did away with that, would we end up where we are today? That's one of the big questions. That's one of the things about going back in time and saying, I need to fix history. Well, if you fix one thing in history, what domino effects have we taken out of history? You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Some people have said, we would have made it so that Archduke Ferdinand was never killed, so World War I never happened. Are you kidding? Archduke Ferdinand may have been the spark that lit the powder keg, but there was still a powder keg. Another spark would have lit it later, trust me. So that doesn't fly. I would have prevented the advent of slavery. That is one that I definitely think should be looked at. But at the same time, many black people ended up in America because of slavery, and ended up with the opportunity of the American dream after slavery ended. So while, again, awful thing, awful incident, but it led to something greater down the road because it exposed people who never would have known about America to what we had to offer. And there are lots of black people in history who did outstanding things, which never would have happened if they'd never been in our country to begin with. Am I saying slavery is good? Hell no. But I am saying certain events in history happened and led to something that would not have happened otherwise. Or, if they did happen, would have taken longer and a lot more complication to happen. And oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. Stay away from that. It's my banner, Hitakiri. No, thank you, Conk. Got him. Hold on, I got a retort. Dodge! No! Run! I gotta get to the healing zone. Go, 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 come on, I can make it, I can make it. No! Blech. Raven, do you believe in the butterfly effect? In order for the butterfly effect to be true, that means that we actually have to have the capability of going back in time and altering things. So I don't really believe in the butterfly effect that much. I believe in the divine power of God's plan. I believe that God has a plan for all things, and that because of that, I trust his judgment and I trust his plan. That's what I believe in. I don't believe that a butterfly flapping its wings will honestly cause any great calamity to happen. I believe that if a calamity happens, there was a reason for it, either by human hands or by God hands. Oh, crap. Bye, Raider. Later. Anyway. Hey, Raven, if you had to fight any dragon in fantasy media, who would you fight? What was the name of that dragon from My Little Pony? That little pink, purple thing? I'd fight it. Probably beat it pretty easily. Doesn't look that tough. Nah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay, given that I had the right armor and weaponry to do it, I'm gonna go with Alduin from Skyrim. I think I could take him. I think I could actually take Alduin. He's kind of a bitch. I could take him. Just give me the Thum. Give me the Thum. I could take him. I think people really underestimate the power of a man with a spear and a Thum. Raven, if you could create your own multiverse, what would you make? Oh, God. My own multiverse? I would make, So by multiverse, you mean a universe where one slight thing has been altered, right? God, it's so hard. I guess I would make one where the Knight, Legion still exists, because I feel like though some of the Knights were a little questionable in their practices, it'd be really cool to have modern day Knights walking around. Like, you got these guys in modern day plate armor made out of titanium or something, and they just look like absolute units. I love that. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool. And I know some people are saying, oh, don't you mean like, what if everyone had a female or male, like, gender bent equivalent of themselves? It'd be interesting. I'd like to meet my female equivalent. I'm sure she and I would get along famously. And again, that's a great question. People have asked, like, that's a genuinely good question to ask people. If you could meet your opposite gender equivalent, and I know I just frightened a whole demographic of people. You're saying opposite gender. That implies two genders. You absolute bigot. Yeah, well, poor baby. Like, I said it. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah, if you met your opposite gender equivalent, would you be able to date? Would you be able to stand each other? Would you like each other? Yeah, good question. And I don't know. I mean, you would think yes, because who loves you more than you? But also, I know my own faults more than anyone else, and that's going to make me recognize that my female equivalent, I'm going to look at her and go, yeah, I know your weaknesses. I know your bad habits. I know all that stuff about you, so this is going to be rough, isn't it? And she'll probably go, yeah, I know all yours too. It's going to be a weird relationship. I'd probably just treat her as a sister or something. I couldn't really think of her as me. And I wonder if she wouldn't think of me as her either. Man, we're getting some philosophy tonight, aren't we? Oh my goodness. Like, I didn't think you were going to sit here and talk philosophy and multiverse theory with Raven, would you? Like, well, how did this happen? Like, sit there, the thinker style, just, like, how did this end up the way it did? Oh man. Okay, got I think maybe one or two more matches. Raven, Alduin is in the chat. Oh, okay. Somehow he survived. All right. I haven't played a Wu Lin yet tonight. I have not touched the Wu Lin tonight. Who do I want to go? Let's go Bao Xin tonight. Let's go Shaolin. I have not gone Shaolin in a while. I want to go Bao Xin. I either be somewhat in love with her or treat her as a better sister. Ha. Hey Raven, which is the best zombie story you've seen or heard or read about? Oh, that's a good question. What's the best? Because I don't like the zombie genre. I've never liked the zombie genre, but what's the best one I've heard? The Last of Us, the first one, not the second. The second one sucked. The first one, I liked The Last of Us. That was a pretty decent one. Shoot, I can't think of many. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island was the GOAT, okay? That was such a good movie. I loved that movie. That was so good. As a lover of Scooby-Doo growing up, I loved Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That was so good. And then there's that one Korean one. There was a Korean zombie movie that came out recently. I can't remember the name of it. It was so good. It was about this dude who was trapped in his apartment as a zombie outbreak was going on in his home city. and he was trying to find ways to survive and get rid of the boredom. And then when he's about to hang himself, he looks across at the apartment across the lobby, and he sees that there's another girl trapped in her own apartment, and they start using creative ways to communicate with each other, and the two kind of build this little romance or friendship, and the two are trying to find a way to escape. It actually ends really well. I'm not going to give it away, but it was very good. What was the title of that? I loved that movie. It was a really good one. So yeah, there are a few zombie movies that I can get behind. Still, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island is the GOAT. It is too perfect. I love that one. But if I had to, I also wrote my own zombie story called Reanimated, which I admit I'm maybe a little biased towards. I kind of liked writing that story. Reanimated, what a story. Have I talked about Reanimated on this channel, Chad? Have I talked about Reanimated? If I haven't talked about Reanimated, I need to. Time for you to face the music. Acoustically perfect. I need to work on my one-liners. I need to do that. It's something I need to work on. Kill him, Peacekeeper. Kill him dead. Kill him dead. Let me check chat. Haven't heard you mention it. Reanimated? Okay, I'll tell you about it. Okay, I don't mind talking about this one. Okay, so Reanimated. Basically the story is that, I think my biggest issue with zombie movies was that they always tend to follow the same formula, and I get tired of that. So I wanted to kind of, break the mold and try to tell a different story. And so I did. In this story, it follows a girl named Max, and Max, lives in Georgia. And Atlanta, Georgia specifically. And while living in Atlanta, Georgia, her mom, who works at a hospital, her mom leaves early to go to work, and then she wakes up the next morning to find that she woke up late because her alarm didn't go off. And she walks out to see what's going on and sees that the entire world has been overrun by a zombie apocalypse. In fact, but that's what she thinks. What really happened, though, is it wasn't the entire world, it was actually just Atlanta, Georgia. Now, why was Atlanta, Georgia overrun but not the rest of the world? It turns out that we learn later in the story that the zombie virus is something that the world has been aware of for a long time, but kept it a secret so that it could never be used as a bioweapon, and it could never be studied or researched and destroyed. The only people who are allowed to research are a special organization of people who work for NATO. So basically, what they've done is they've been working to try to build a vaccine for the zombie virus so that no one would be able to catch it and it would never spread again and never threaten the world. Whenever it did break out, it was usually in a small third world country where they didn't have or facilities or knowledge to be able to prevent it. And so what they would do when that would happen is the United Nations would basically, or NATO would send in a small team, rescue team to try to fix the problem under the guise of sending relief, that kind of thing, as a charity thing. But in reality, they were putting down a small zombie outbreak. But what happened was they were bringing a sample of the virus in a large truck over to Atlanta to study it and finish creating the vaccine because they were taking it to the CDC in Atlanta. But the truck had an accident and a few of the vials fell out and fell into the local water reservoir that flowed into the city's water filtering system. And the filtering system didn't work on the virus, and thus it got into the water. And by the time they figured out what had happened, it was too late. For about 2 or 3 hours, anyone who drank from a local water source in Atlanta got infected with the virus, and later that night they died and were reanimated as zombies. But because people found out what happened, like the right authorities found out, they quickly did everything they could to quarantine the city. They set up barricades all along the edge of the city. They set up a radio broadcast station to basically inform survivors in the city area, hey, listen up, these are specific evacuation points at the city walls and city borders. At this certain time of day, at this certain hour, we will open these doors for you to escape. Be there. We have facilities outside. Basically, it showed that the military was incredibly competent, and they knew what they were doing and were managing to contain the zombie outbreak and help people escape that could. Well, Max herself doesn't know all this yet. She doesn't know this yet, so she runs to the hospital to see if her mom's there. And as you know, if there's a zombie outbreak, you kind of want to avoid hospitals because everyone who starts getting sick is going to go to a hospital to get saved, so that means it is ground zero for a lot of zombie outbreaks. She gets there, can't find her mom, but finds a lot of zombies. And also while there, she meets another person, a guy named Gabriel. Now, Gabriel is actually pretty good at killing zombies. He actually knows a lot about them, how they operate, what methods are going to work best on beating zombies. So he's clearly got some experience, but is acting a little mysterious. He doesn't seem to want to talk very much about his own attitudes or actions. While they're going through, they discover a doctor who's dying, and he has developed the one vaccine. It is the only vaccine that they have available. And if injected into someone, it will make them 100% immune to the zombie virus. The problem is there's only enough for one, you know, very Spider-Man the video game thing, where there's only enough for one sample, and they need to get it out of the city so that it can be replicated, and they gotta get it out as soon as they can, because in about, I think I made it a month's time. In a month's time, they're going to do a basic bombing of the city to wipe out any of the zombies that are left, and then they're going to send in the Marines to basically mop everything up. So they need to get it out before that month time frame happens. So they're like, okay, well, what do we do? Well, the doctor says, well, I'm dying. I'm going to turn into a zombie in a minute. You two need to get it out. And Max and Gabriel decide to help him out by getting it out of the city. So they make their way out. Max is learning from Gabriel how to survive, and Gabriel's kind of a cold, callous asshole, you know. He basically, if they meet somebody who's dying, he has no problem shooting them in the head. He's like, nope, they're going to die. We got to deal with them now before they turn. And she kind of thinks, you're kind of an asshole, aren't you? And he's like, well, when you've dealt with them as long as I have. And then that's when he lets it slip that he's kind of been hunting zombies for a long time. Now, later, though, it is revealed something very interesting. While they're making their escape from a group of zombies, she sees that Gabriel has a bite mark. And she goes, oh, no, you're going to turn. And Gabriel's like, no, hold on. Don't panic yet. There's something I haven't told you. She shoots him in the head. Only for him to get back up again. Yeah, he's immortal. And here's the reason why. Get this. If you know your Roman history, you might be familiar with something called the Nioh riots, which were a set of riots in Rome that took place outside of the Colosseum games, like a chariot race. And these riots were incredibly bloody and deadly, and it was a pretty bad scene all around. Well, it turns out that in this story, the Nioh riots weren't actually a riot. It was the first recorded zombie outbreak, but the Romans wanted to keep it under wraps, so they recalled it just a riot because they didn't want to actually explain how the dead were coming back and eating people. At the time, Gabriel was just a young man. He got bitten, and his father was trying to develop a way to save his life through any means of medicine that he could think of, and he developed a way. Not sure how, he doesn't explain how, but apparently he found a way to save him. But it didn't actually really cure him, it just made it so that the virus didn't kill him. It did everything else, though. His pituitary gland is gone, so he can't age. He is basically ageless and cannot die. He cannot be killed by normal means. You can crush him, you can beat him up, you can chop off a limb, he can bleed out, you can even shoot him in the head, he won't die from it. And Gabriel reveals the only thing that he's wanted to do now is get revenge on zombies everywhere by killing any that he comes across, hoping that one day he'll finally be able to die. He just wants to die. He wants it all to end. And he thinks that this vaccine could be the key to killing him. He thinks, if this vaccine is designed to fight the virus, maybe if I take it, it will finally kill me, which is what I want. I want to die. So that's why he's helping her get it out of the city. And so it turns into this kind of relationship between the two, as one just wants to die. He wants his life to end because he can't take the pressures of being alive and immortal in a world that's constantly changing, where he can't have any permanent relationships because everyone he loves will grow old and die while he won't. And also her not wanting him to die and wanting him to stay with her, but him knowing that I have to. At some point, I'm going to have to die because I don't want this anymore, you know? So that was my story, Reanimated. I liked it because it dealt with more than just zombies and just constant angst and all that crap. I love that movie. Got him. There we go. Alright, let's check chat now. I haven't checked chat in a while. Okay, history guy says, I read an article my history teacher gave us that pretty much said that all knights were bigots who ran around torching villages and punching serfs in the head, and that chivalry was enacted to stop it. Yeah, well, you can write about just about anything. Doesn't mean it's true. I'm sorry that your history teacher is giving into that kind of nonsense, but I guarantee you, it is not true. And go heal up. Hey Raven, what is your favorite historical fiction movie? That's a good question. What is my favorite historical fiction movie? I really like The Admiral. I really like the Korean movie The Admiral. That's a good one. It's about Yi Shun-sen. That's a good one. Despite its historical inaccuracies, I do like Gladiator. Oh crap. Ah, dang it. He got me. Yeah, I think Admiral would be my favorite. So who is more stupid? Teenagers in a slasher film or the military in a zombie movie? The military in a zombie movie, because you'll notice in most zombie movies the military is able to do jack shit. But at least in a slasher movie, some teenagers will survive. I'm gonna pull out. Y'all have fun. Going to the healing zone. Because I gotta heal up. So, Raven, ever watch Dog Soldiers? No. Hey, Raven, what's the best kind of cheese? The kind I can eat. Have you seen Outlaw King? No. I need to. Alright. All healed up. Perfect. Alright, back to the fight. Back to the action. Back to the stuff you all came here for. But yeah, that's Reanimated. Oh, no, you don't. Haha. I can't wait to do Bao Shin's video, but no one ever votes for him. No one likes Bao Shin. No one. Guess I'll just wait here and let it open. Okay. And we're in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go kick some tail.
Inner gate destroyed. Kill the
Out of the way, boys. Out of the way. I mistimed it.
Come on, impress me. Soldiers, defend the field.
Oh crap, Yorm got me. Dang it. Yorm, why? Anyway. We should do a story of Sanhu when it gets voted for. Danes are from Denmark, Norse are from Norway. Indeed. What are your thoughts on The Kingdom of Heaven starring Orlando Bloom and Liam Neeson? I actually liked that movie, believe it or not. Hey Raven, there's another Korean zombie film I recommend you watch called Train to Busan. It's most certainly worth the watch. I'll check it out. Well, that zombie talk has made me very uncomfortable because I have this irrational fear of zombies. Anywhere I can read Reanimated, I used to have it on my DeviantArt page, but it's not finished. I never finished the story because the girl who I was writing it with, Mika, kind of pulled out of the project, and she was a very close part of it. She and I worked very close together on it, so when she pulled out of it, I really didn't feel like going back into it. Raven, do you believe that immortality is a curse? It can be, from a certain point of view. Look, here's the thing about immortality. On the one hand, it sounds great, you know? Immortality, you get to live forever. Yeah, right? It's awesome. No, you get to live forever. You're never going to die. You never have to worry about death. Okay. What do you do when everyone you love dies around you. Like, okay, your parents die, but they're going to die anyway. Eventually they will, probably. What about your wife or husband, whichever gender you are? What about your kids? What about when you outlive your kids? Now, and this is assuming you don't age. What if you keep aging as you get older? Eventually you're going to be nothing but skin and bone because your body will age. But assuming you do not age, assuming you don't age at all, you're basically staying young while everyone else around you grows old and dies. Eventually, that's going to turn into a very lonely and depressing existence where you constantly keep saying, what am I doing here? Everyone else is growing old and dying around me. What am I doing with myself, you know? It's like, how can you rationalize that to yourself? Just, I'm alive, I'm still kicking, but everyone I know and love is dying. Everyone I know and love is passing away around me. Oh, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? What am I hearing right now? This is... Mute that. Mute that. Oh God, what am I... Hey Raven, what other things did you put in your multiverse? I don't know yet. What if you lived with other immortal people? I mean, I guess that'd be interesting, but part of life is, you know, meeting other people. And now everyone's saying don't talk about Bruno. Is that from the movie Encanto? I haven't seen that movie yet. I'm not sure I want to. What is that? Stop playing that music. Whoever you are. You're going to get me demonetized. I want to make money tonight. Stop it. Hold on, guys. Get the match started so I can mute this guy. Get the match started. I gotta mute this dude. Oh, we don't talk about Bruno for me. That's the name of the song? Wait, it's literally from it. It's a Disney song. Definitely getting copyrighted now. And why are you listening to a Disney song while playing For Honor? I can't think of many Disney songs I'd want. No, actually, I take that back. Can you imagine the song Savages from Pocahontas played about For Honor, especially originally? Like, think about it. Like, could you see the knights saying, calling the samurai or Viking savages, like, for what they are, even though they're all the same? Like, couldn't you see that from, like, the original setup? I could totally see that. Savages might be a good one. And then I guess you could sing... I guess if you're doing Nobushi and Warden relationship, like Warden and Nobushi date, you could play Part of Your World. No, not Part of Your World. A Whole New World from Aladdin. I guess you could do that. And I guess you could do Make a Man Out of You with Tiandi. Okay. I can see some of those. You know, funny, true story, this is kind of an embarrassing fact, I guess, but it is a true story. When I was a kid, I memorized the entire Lion King movie after just watching it 3 times. And I memorized all the songs in The Little Mermaid after watching it 5 times. I couldn't remember all the lines from The Little Mermaid, but I can even to this day, I can remember all the words to the songs. Is that not weird? My parents used to joke, if I could memorize my school lessons the way I memorized Disney or kids movies, I would have gotten straight A's on everything. But the thing is, I memorized things that I was interested in. Even to this day, that's kind of true. But yeah, I've memorized all the Little Mermaid songs. And I think I memorized the Lion King songs. No, I didn't memorize all of the Circle of Life because I couldn't always understand what the lady was saying. But I did memorize all the others. Oh, I don't know why I thought you were on my team, Lawbringer. bad lawbreaker. You take that move and you stick it. Yeah, boy! We go to zone 1. This is not looking good, boys. This is not looking good. Got to get to zone 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Got him. There we go. There we go. Turn that one around by the skin of our teeth. What, did I memorize any other Disney movies? I memorized most of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but that was just because I loved that movie so much. I still stand by Esmeralda as one of the most underrated Disney princesses, even though she wasn't technically a princess. But then again, there were a lot of Disney princesses the more I think about it. Like, Alice in her movie wasn't really a princess. I guess, yeah. And Mulan was never a princess. Mulan's not a princess. Mulan is awesome, okay? She's one of the few princesses with a frickin' body count, okay? And I love people who are trying to say that Rey is now a Disney princess. Hell, she is. I'll tell you what Rey is. She's not a Disney princess. She's a Rey Sue. I love that Mauler joke at the end of his one of his videos where Spider-Man comes in and goes from the Marvel Universe and goes, "Hey, I'm Peter, by the way." And then it plays Ray Skywalker. And then he goes, "Oh, so we're using our made-up names. I'm Spider-Man then." I laugh so hard. Oh, I can say you dick. Anyway. Oh, wow, I got a lot of chat in. Raven Knight, I had to memorize the entirety of Lion King for a play they forced us all to do in year 6 to this, from 6 years old to do this day. I'm now first year in college, so year 12 because I was a narrator. Oh, cool. Yeah, I had to play a few roles that I wasn't proud of either. I played in Sleeping Beauty. We didn't do it the same as the movie did. We didn't do it the same as the movie did because the movie Sleeping Beauty would have been a lot harder to do, honestly. We kind of had our own pre-made script, and it was a lot shorter. Yeah. Yeah. No, you don't. Get back here, Kensei. You ain't getting away that easy. Boom. Peacekeeper, why do you hate me? Stay away from me, Peacekeeper. Yeah, we, the Sleeping Beauty play, funny story about that play. I was an understudy, which, if you don't know play terminology, an understudy is someone who, has to memorize the entire play so that in case one of the actors calls out sick or can't do it, I would be able to fill in and play their role. And I really, really wanted to play the prince's role. You know, I wanted to do him because, you know, the princess, the girl who was playing the princess was kind of a looker. I kind of liked her. And keep in mind, we were in 7th grade, I think. I was in middle school. I was a 7th grader. So I had one of those little kid crushes, you know. Anyway, so turns out that as we're getting about, I think, 4 weeks away, the girl who was going to play Sleeping Beauty got really, really sick to the point that she could not come to school anymore. But they didn't want to give up on the play because, I mean, we'd already been selling tickets and we'd already gotten things ready. We'd already made all the props and the costumes and all that kind of fun stuff, so no point giving up on it now, right? But we needed someone who could play the lead role. We needed someone who could play Sleeping Beauty. And you wouldn't believe it from listening to me now, but I, when I was a kid, had a much higher voice and I was much, much more skinny. Like, I'm not fat, but like I'm more muscle now. Back then, I didn't have any defined muscle. I was a string bean kid, and I had a very high voice that I could sound like a girl. So they said, hey, Raven, would you mind playing Sleeping Beauty? And my response was, yeah, I mind. Like, that's not the role of a lifetime I wanted. And, you know, the teacher, she tried to play it off, like, oh, well, you know, in ancient Rome, you know, and in ancient Greece, they had men play women roles. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't ancient Rome or ancient Greece. I ain't doing that. And they said, look, if you don't want to do it, we won't make you, but if you don't do it, none of the girl actors know the part, and they all say that they have stage fright, they don't want to be up on stage that long. You've memorized the play, so if you can't do it, we probably won't be able to do the production. And I was like, oh, well, twist my arm. Okay, I'll do it, but I have a few provisos. There are a few rules you need to follow. First of all, no kissing scene. We're taking that out. And second of all, don't put my actual name in, like, the brochures or pamphlets and stuff like that. None of that nonsense, okay? Because I don't want people around the school knowing that I did this. And they said, done and done. So, yeah, that was, one of my earliest playing experiences. And that's why whenever I date a girl who, she says, do you mind if I not wear high heels when we go out? I say, I do not mind at all, because high heels are a bitch. And they say, how do you know that? And I say, believe me, I know. And they were so uncomfortable and so hard to walk in. I had no balance. It was terrible. And imagine dancing in that shit. And not only that, you're dancing in them, but you're also wearing a dress with enough petticoats to make the dress stick out a lot. So it's like wearing tons of trash bags over your waist that roll down to your ankles, and they just constrict your leg movement, so you can't stretch your guys, you agree with me on this. When we walk, we like to stride. We like to sort of stick our legs out further and raise our knees. You can't do that in these things. And then it was so terrible. And the wig itched like nobody's business. Oh my goodness. If I ever lose my hair, I'm just going the bald look, because I cannot wear a wig for the life of me. That was itchy. I wanted to scratch my hair constantly. It was terrible. And the worst part was the wig, though it stayed on the head, the tiara that was supposed to go on the wig didn't, so they had to, like, glue it to the wig to make sure that it stayed on. Why are you all ganking me? You're all bots. Stop it. I'm going over a very traumatic period of my life. You should respect that, you dirtbag. There, I survived that. Now I'm gonna go heal. But yeah, that was definitely a moment. The good news is they did take the kissing scene out. What they did was, when the scene was supposed to happen, they closed the curtain for me, so I never had to deal with that. That was nice. They just pretended like it happened. The dancing was the worst part. But honestly, after the dancing, it wasn't that bad of a role, because genuinely, all I had to do for half the play was lay on my back and not do anything. Because it's Sleeping Beauty. I'm asleep. I don't do anything. So for like either a half or like the last third of the play, I didn't do anything. I just kind of lay there like with my eyes closed. And I'm going, and I could hear all the lines, so I knew it was going on. But I'm like, do I do anything? I'm just going to sit here, or lay here in this case, and let everything play out. I don't have another I don't have another line or another thing to do until after the kissing scene where I'm supposed to wake up. And then there's one more dance number and the last song, and then we're done. And so I'm like, oh no. Valk pulled the revenge on me. That's not fair. Yeah, Val, get yours. Get yours. As you can probably tell from my voice, I could never do that role again. But that's actually partially where the whole drawings of me as a girl come from Hannah. Because I told Hannah that story, she thought it was hilarious, and it just turned into a joke ever since. Basically, oh no, they took the healings out. It turned into a joke ever since. Hannah just basically going, "Oh my gosh, it actually happened." I'm like, yeah. And then she goes, "Oh, it's so funny. I'm going to draw you a Sleeping Beauty now." So she drew me a Sleeping Beauty. And I said, "Okay, you had your fun." And then she goes, "Oh, I'm not nearly done with you yet. I'm going to design you in so many more different outfits and as an actual girl and all that." And that's what turned into that whole fiasco. So now you know where that comes from. And it's just been a joke ever since. And genuinely, I don't mind. It's a funny joke now. Maybe when I was younger, I would have been upset by it. But now I'm just kind of like, meh. Anyway, let's check chat now. Anyway, Lord Raven, that must have been such torture. Would you like me to contact Inquisitor Amberly Vale for a therapy session? The fact that you know who Amberly Vale is, I would love a therapy session with Amberly. Oh my gosh, that woman is... I love Amberly. Shoot. But I don't want to steal her from Commissar Kane. You know, Kane kind of does have a monopoly on her. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with the hero of the Imperium. Raven Knight, the one theater thing I did was where we did Julius Caesar in year 9. It was on stage and in the battle scene, and I almost fell over because of a wet spot on the floor. Not sure I didn't fall. High heels in the most pointless and dumb fashion trend ever. I won't argue with you. This is embarrassing as gold. Yeah, I know, right? It's so embarrassing. I'm reading over some of these. Princess Raven has returned. Yeah. Raven, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be? I need more time to think on that. If a genie literally showed up and said, "I'll grant you 3 wishes," I'm like, give me a day to think it over. I want to be very careful with that. Anyway, Femboy Raven. When I was a kid. But it was only the one time, and I can honestly say, you know, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me as a kid. Worst things have happened to me as a kid. Was it embarrassing? Absolutely. And I still kind of cringe at the thought of it today, but it's easily not the worst thing that's happened to me. Anyway, I think that's enough playing for now. Let's do some edit. Let's answer some questions in chat, and then we'll probably call it for the night. I'm a little sad that Lark is not here to wrap up the night with me, but I can read a few questions in chat. So let's see. Raven, how open are you to the idea of a collab or a D&D show? I mean, I'm open to it if I have the time. Side rant, but for all that is lovely and holy, will people stop obsessing over things like Hazbin Hotel and Hell of the Boss? I get that people like them, but people use it to form their view of hell. I am a little tired of the obsession over it, but it doesn't bother me. Hey Raven, what is your favorite idle animation for the heroes? I don't know. Alduin, how do you... Oh, you're talking to Alduin. So your first wish is more time to think of what to use your other... No, I wouldn't wish for more time. I would simply say, give me some time to think on it. Where's Lark? Lark is at a meeting right now. How did Lark react to you playing the Sleeping Beauty? He was embarrassed for me. He didn't even laugh. I thought he would laugh at me. He was like, "I'm sorry you have to do this, Raven." And I'm like, "I'm sorry I have to do it too." But he was young. He was like in elementary school when this happened. As he got older, he kind of understood more of what it was like and kind of goes, "I can't believe you really did that." And I'm like, "Yeah." So that was a thing. That was actually a thing that happened. So, you look back on those childhood incidents. And I've played some better roles since then. When I went into high school, I got to play a better role. I got to play a talk show host in a play. And when I got into college, I played Hamlet. I got to play Hamlet in a Shakespeare play, which was awesome. I loved playing Hamlet. That was a lot of fun. And there was one more. What was that play? I played in one more. It was a short thing, but I did play in it. The Foreigner. Yeah, I played in The Foreigner. That was fun. I got to play the redneck next door. That was kind of fun. I didn't get a lot of lines, but I could play the redneck real good. How y'all doing? You know, that kind of thing. Anyway. So Raven, ever heard of Werewolf the Apocalypse? I've heard of it. I've never played it. I hate what they're doing with it. I hope... Oh, you're talking. Alduin talking. If you could do it over, would you do it again? You mean the play, Hannah? You mean, like, do the play? That's a good question. I wouldn't want to play Sleeping Beauty again. That was embarrassing. But, you know, knowing what I know now and being as mature as I am now, I would suck it up and take the role. Because I understand what it means to the people who are working on making the play. I wouldn't like it. I would not enjoy it. It would not be my ideal scenario. But if it was the same scenario and I know what I do now, yeah, I would do it again because I want to help make the play a reality. Because there were a lot of kids who were just getting into acting who really wanted to try out for the drama thing. And there were a lot of people who had invested interest in seeing their kids perform. So, you know what? For their sake, I would do it again. Not because I want to, but because they wanted to see it. Anyway. Hey, Raven, if you feel like trying a new game to live stream, could you try Fallout? No one has ever asked me to play Fallout in a live stream. Tell you what, in the comments section, let me know if you want me to do a Fallout live stream sometime. It won't be something that I do weekly, but I may do that, and I may just try out Fallout and talk about Fallout. And I will also release a poll on YouTube to ask if y'all want to see that. I've only been in a play twice, year 5. Once as a mountain and once as a civilian in an Islamic story. Interesting. By the way, can somebody send the Discord link? Because I don't think I've joined it yet. Okay. Yeah, feel free. Lord Raven, Inquisitor Vale said she will be seeing you next week. Ooh, I'm excited. Damn, Raven, you got courage to agree playing that role. It's not something I'm excited about, but please play Fallout. Yeah, sure, a Fallout stream would be nice. Ravenkin, when will fight me now? You said you would, and here I am. I am the world leader, the son of Akatosh. Come at me, bro. You ain't no Dovahkiin. You're right, I'm not a Dovahkiin. I'm a Raven Lord. Your argument is invalid. Hey, Raven, ever consider doing a live stream of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines? I've never played the game, so I couldn't. Wait, if we're requesting, I want to request you playing Nier Automata? Oh. We'll think about that. We'll think about that one, Hannah. Hey, Raven, have you ever considered making a video on your top 10 favorite kings or emperors? I've never considered that, but I may do it now. Fallout would be cool. Hey, Raven, are you ready for year 6 of For Honor? I am so ready. Who is Vale? She's a character from Warhammer 40k. She's an Inquisitor who is incredibly beautiful and an incredibly fun character. I just love her character to death. Hey, Raven, did you know that there is Harbinger wraps for Honor? There are? That's scary. Raven, please play Nier Replicant on stream. I will buy it for you if push comes to shove. Okay, if we're actually offering money here, I may have to actually consider that now. Just don't expect me to do a lot of it. JJ swag? Oh, you want to see my JJ? Sure. My JJ. Step to the drip. Oh no, jiggly physics. There are some games with that. There are some games with jiggle physics. I've seen them. Played a few. Didn't know that they would have jiggle physics. Anyway. No, you've defeated me with your facts and logic. Ah, no, thank you, Alduin. I appreciate that. What is your favorite space marine? Gavialokin. Gavialokin is my favorite space marine. You think we will get new unique executions in For Honor? I hope so. Oh, Space Marine chapter. I've been asked that so many times. I'm going to make a new video where I talk about my top most asked questions and add that to the list because I get asked that all the time. I'm probably going to say either the White Scars or the Black Templars. JJ is dripping. Yes, he is. Hey, Raven, since you're getting into Halo, what do you think about it? I love Halo. I think it's awesome. I'm writing a book on it. By the way, Raven, this is the last time I'm going to ask this, but ever play or heard of Werewolf the Apocalypse? Hey, I answered that question. I've never heard of it. Glad we had that discussion. Ever played StarCraft? No. I've never played StarCraft. Not to my knowledge. You'd be surprised how few games I've played. You would be surprised. Anyway. Oh, I have drip for it? What's it? Oh, effects, yeah. Pulling out of that. Yeah, well, tonight's stream wasn't too bad, guys. I won't lie. I like that just react. Crap, you did answer that. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to sound mad. It's just I did answer that. It's like I did earlier. Would you rather have a date with a Sister of Battle or an Inquisitor? Okay, so here, that's a good question. Which would I rather date, a Sister of Battle or an Inquisitor? It's hard to say. Probably an Inquisitor, and here's why I say that. If I date a Sister of Battle, that's cool and all, but they're very pious, and the whole thing would turn into a sermon. Plus, Sisters of Battle I think that they take an oath of celibacy. I don't think that they actually would want to date another guy, I don't know. Inquisitors, though, can totally do what they want. They have a lot of power at their control, and nobody is going to be looking at me trying to steal her because they'd be thinking, I better not compete with a dude who can actually get with an Inquisitor, you know? Like, Inquisitors can do whatever the heck they want to do, so let them. Let's see. Do any of your heroes have the I Bring War effect? I think Orochi does. I think Orochi has it. So any suggestions for funeral designs? I don't need Immortality to have issues. I have no suggestions. Sisters of Battle aren't always celibate. Okay, well, even so, I'd probably go with Inquisition. Will you ever make a new faction or new hero in For Honor? Will I ever make a new faction or new hero in For Honor? Listen, if Ubisoft calls me up and says, hey Raven, we like your content, could you design a new hero for us? I will say, sit down, son, I got notes. I will tell you my ideas. But could I make one without their help? No. I mean, I could come up with designs or ideas, but no, I don't have any. I probably couldn't do it now. Hiring. Okay, but have you played Werewolf the... Stop it, Hannah! I am not that small. No, Dova is. Caiaphas Cain got where they really bailed, so that's something. Caiaphas Cain is a Chad, and I will hear no arguments on the subject. Hi Raven, loved your latest legend, but that got me wondering. Would you say there's a possibility Kiku might have to fight Sakura the Hito, considering she might be the best to deal with Kiku? If Kiku fought Sakura, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Did I miss the stream? Yes, Firebrand, you missed the stream. Anyway, let's see, what's the time? It is almost 10 o'clock where I am, so I will answer, I think, 3 more questions, and then I will call it there. So, 3 more questions. Try to make them good, guys. Here we go. I am waiting. Actually, I'll give you all a minute to put them in so that I can adjust some stuff. I haven't played Kyoshin in forever. That might be why I did so bad at this match. I've got more? Oh, I sure do. Well, you know. Things I didn't know that now I do. And gone. There we go. Okay, looks like we, nope, don't have a new one yet. Give y'all a minute on those questions, because I do want to answer your questions. I've got time for 3 more questions. Guess everyone's kind of like, no, we ain't asking you questions anymore, Raven. We're done with that shit. Or maybe you're saying, no, if you answer our 3 questions, you'll go, and we don't want you to go. Oh, I love you guys too. But I have to work tomorrow. I don't want to work tomorrow. I like another day off, thank you. But, you know, it's one of those things. Or are y'all just waiting on me to do another match just to see what happens? Doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. And doop, doop, doop. Got rid of those, easy enough. Really? There are no more questions? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I expected at least a few. But, okay. Well, let me finish editing these heroes, and then I'll sign us off for the night. In the meantime, I guess I'll just, talk. So, some updates to let y'all know about, I guess. I'll give y'all some quick updates. For one thing, working on a new Raven's writing room, which is going very well. I'm very excited to work on that. Also, Thursday, when the new when the live stream for the new year comes out, I will definitely be doing that. I will. Oh, whoa! For some reason, it just now updated. Holy crap! Why didn't it show me this earlier? Gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Hey Raven, any rant about Naruto? Gosh, I do want to rant about Naruto, just not tonight. How about I'll try to rant about Naruto in my next stream. I will do a long rant about Naruto in my next stream. Tell you what, I'll try to do that. How would you solve human overpopulation, Raven? I don't think we'll ever have that problem. How could I take the fight to SJWs in modern day stories? Give them everything that you assume would be wholesome and righteous and remove their bigotry and stupidity from your story. How did you ever come up with the Legend series? I basically just took the stories I made up for my For Honor characters and made them into stories. That's how it worked. Raven, which of your characters has the best drip? That's a good question. I don't want to brag or nothing, but I really do think that the best drip... it's got to be either my Tiandi or my JJ or my Sanhu. Those are the three that I would pick. Amberly Vale or Naja Aldmera? Choose. Amberly Vale is canon, so I would definitely have to choose her, but Naja's my baby, so I love her. By the way, Raven, ever watch any of Jack Rackham's videos? No. He's a history content YouTuber. I haven't watched him, but Lark might have. Hey, Raven, where's the Naruto rant? I will make it. Tomorrow's my day off. I'm jealous. Here's a burner. Ever play Assassin's Creed multiplayer? Nope. Raven, checking. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't getting anything. Hey, Raven, what do you think the Emperor's true intentions were with the webway? To make things easier for humanity to travel between the stars, like instant teleportation and stuff like that, just to give us a better advantage. That's my theory. Raven, what if they introduce dark spam? I don't know what that is. It's like light spam, but evil. Then I will die. So, Raven, question. Will you fight me in our foretold legendary battle? Absolutely. Question. What is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 times 2 divided by 2 plus 2 minus 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 divided by 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 2 minus 2 plus 2 times 2 minus 2? It's too much. I did a joke. My lord has spoken. I now take my raid upon these hacks. USSR will raid once again. Okay. I think we're done. I think that's enough for now. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching tonight. It was a lot of fun. Again, back to the updates that I was saying. Thursday, I'm going to do a live stream reacting to the update for Year 6 of For Honor, talking about what I expect. Please join. I would be happy to have y'all along for that ride. It'll be very interesting. I have officially been asked as of now to do a Fallout live stream. If y'all want me to do that, please let me know in the comment section so that I know that that's something y'all would like to do. And then I will re-download Fallout so that I can play Fallout. And I also need to decide if I start a new profile or if I use my old one. We'll figure that out as we go. New Raven's Writing Room on the way. I'll be working on that. New Death's Diary on the way. New Halo chapter on the way. I got a lot of writing that I want to do. Thank you guys so much. Also, Hannah, I know that you're still in the chat, or I think you are anyway. Everyone give some love to Hannah. Thank her very much for all the awesome art she drew. The zombie Clayer picture that you see on the front, she drew just recently. She did a great job with it. She's always drawing new pictures of me, usually as a chick, and they're all pretty funny. Give her some love. Thank you very much for all that she does. It's a lot of hard work, and I really appreciate her doing it for me. Thank you guys so much. Love having y'all along. This has been a fun stream. Sorry Lark couldn't be with us. Maybe one night we will officially have a stream where he will be with us. And until next time, guys, I will see you in my next video. Take care.